Hello, my name is Brendon Favre. I prefer to be called by my first name, Brendon. A little bit about my professional background. I was in the military for 10 years in the United States Army. I was medically retired in 2014. I served as a platoon sergeant in a field artillery battalion, and I had 3 combat tours, 2 to Iraq and 1 to Afghanistan. I'm currently enrolled in the Applied Business Management program here at SFCC. I decided to enroll in this program. I thought that my skills from the military would be more directly transferable into this program, and it'd give me the opportunity to use my work experience in this program. Um, when I complete my degree, I'm actually currently pursuing three different career opportunities. The first being a federal postal inspector with the United States Postal Service. The next, something in logistics, probably focusing in the supply chain management area, and the third being something in project management. More than likely, all of these being in the federal sector. In my hobbies and my leisure time, I have a wife and a 2-year-old daughter who take up the majority of my time. Between that and school, I really don't have a lot of free time. My wife and I are expecting our second child here in the spring. Um, so they pretty much take up the majority of my free time. My best professional experience, I would have to say, would be my Afghanistan deployment. I was working under a title that I didn't have a lot of experience in, and it kind of made me step out of my comfort zone a little bit and do some things I wasn't really trained on doing, wasn't really comfortable doing, but forced me to do it anyway. I had the title of U.S. Forces Liaison for Multinational Forces in RC South Afghanistan. Nice big fancy title. Basically, what my job was coordinating resupplies, flights, and really anything else that U.S. forces needed in southern Afghanistan at the smaller outposts. I had to do this by coordinating with other militaries and other civilian contractors. I worked closely with the Australian Army to coordinate a lot of flights, and I also worked with a lot of Russian contractors to coordinate these flights to get these supplies to my troops as fast as possible and as effective as possible. What is communication? To me, communication is being able to effectively relay information, whether that be from person to person or computer to computer or a combination of the two, being able to do so effectively and in a way that they're going to be able to understand the message you're getting across. Professional communication. How I would describe professional communication is being able to communicate to one or more people or your target audience in an effective manner. And that can be from using terminology that they understand, breaking things down into layman terms, not being too technical. And also, it's conveying enough information to eliminate any possible questions or gray area, but also not giving too much information that it might create questions or gray areas. You got to find that happy medium, and you have to do so in the means that your target audience is going to understand the message that you're trying to get across. This material, how it can be applied into the real world is everybody, I assume, in this course is looking to be in some type of professional environment. That's why we're here. And to do so, we need to be able to communicate effectively. I know across the IT field, this is a big issue with IT folks not being able to talk to their target audience correctly or effectively, so that the information is getting across. This again goes back to the terminology. How are you putting this across? Are you breaking it down into layman terms or putting this into terms that your target audience can understand? And just overall being able to effectively communicate with other people. 3 important takeaways I got from the syllabus. One of the first ones is the RRPs. So you have to do the RRPs in order to participate in the discussion. Seems pretty simple. But if you don't complete the RRP, then you can't participate in the discussion. From looking at the syllabus and the first week's material, it would seem that these make up the majority of the coursework, the RP and the discussion. So if you don't do one, you can't do the other. And they combined make up about 30% of your grade. So if you don't do one, you can't do the other, and you're going to be missing out on a lot of points. So that's not going to be good. Another takeaway I got from the syllabus was the grading scale and the expectations. I liked how it was put out. These are the expectations. This is how you exceed the expectations. This is how you meet them, and this is how you don't meet them. If you want to do above, if you want to do below, whatever you want to do, it's broken out right there. It's written out to what you need to do pretty clearly, I thought. And the third most important thing, my takeaway from the syllabus and from the first week's material, it just seems that that communicating with the instructor, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, any issues, problems, or anything like that, just being open, communicating with him, not waiting till the last minute, and just talking with him may be a good idea. He may not always give you the exact answer you want to hear, but he'll give you an answer. This is a communication class. So we're all going to interpret things differently, view things differently, perceive things differently. So there'll be different viewpoints on a lot of different subjects, and I feel that it's just important to, if you feel something was taken in a wrong context or something like that, that just communicating with him to correct these or explain to him where you were coming from with that is going to be very effective. And again, not waiting till the last minute. If you do have any issues or anything like that, just let him know as soon as possible and go from there. I look forward to working with everybody, and thank you.